Cereal tier list. Cereal tier list. All right. I don't think these are all of the cereals. I don't think these are all of the cereals. Oh, shit, my thing went down. I don't think these are all the cereals that exist in the world, obviously. Okay, so we have S rank, A rank, B rank, C rank, and D rank. There's no way to like shuffle these, so I guess we'll just go in order. And I'll give my little opinion on each one. So starting with Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, I think that's probably like the next closest thing you could get to owning a box of bird feed. Cheerios just don't hit, if I'm being honest. The only Cheerios that hit are Honey Nut Cheerios, which is right here. We'll get to that. And the other thing that's like flavored, it's not as sweet as Honey Nut Cheerios because they're like dusting it with other flavors. So I'm gonna immediately have to put Apple Cinnamon Cheerios in D rank because I would not buy this. I would rather hunt for food than buy a box of Apple Cinnamon Cheerios if that was my last choice. Immediately moving on to the next choice, Cookie Crisp. It's not good for you. Most of the cereals on this are not good for you, but I think out of flavor wise, I think Cookie Crisp is easily like a C. I feel like it's too much like crisp and not enough like love the little chocolate like chip thingies because it's not even like chocolate chips. It's like a little, I don't even know how to describe it. Special K, immediately a D rank. If you wake up and you pour a bowl of Special K cereal with just plain milk and just plain Special K, you don't put anything on it, like fruit at least, you are a psychopath. Kix is a like honey, almost like the same shape as what do you call it? Cocoa Puffs, but they're like honey glazed. And the only reason I'm gonna put it in B tier is because my dad wouldn't let me eat a lot of this junk cereal when I was little. So this takes me back to my childhood. I used to eat the out of Kix. Apple Jacks. Okay, as a kid, this is gonna piss Kenzie off, but Apple Jacks, in my opinion, are just kind of mid. I'm not gonna buy them. And like, I'm gonna say D rank is any cereal that like I've eaten before in my life, but would not buy. Like, I'm not buying a box of Apple Jacks. Let me put it to you this way. If there was a box of Apple Cinnamon Cheerios next to Apple Jacks, I would probably buy Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Just because Apple Jacks is kind of mid. Apple Jacks opinion. But Apple Jacks is just so mid. There's so many other cereals you could get that's way better. And that's just facts. Kenzie finna put poison in your food next time, probably. Cornflake, same thing. Cornflakes, listen, this is gonna be a diabolical take, and I'm taking this in the aspect also, we're not gonna include what other foods you could use this cereal for. I'm talking the traditional way of eating cereal, where you pour a bowl of cereal, you pour milk in, and you eat it. Cornflakes, I have had a handful of my time. I've had cornflakes a handful of times in my life, and it's only tasted good being incorporated into other foods. Like, I've had fried chicken coated in cornflakes before. That was fucking good. But as a cereal, tastes like shit, just being honest. Count Chocula, we'll do B, even though I technically have never had it. I've had an off-brand version of it from like Aldi, I think, or some shit. It was all right. I don't know. It's just like, it's kind of like, do you guys remember? I don't know if anybody's going to remember this. 10 years ago, when you would get Cocoa, do they have it on here? Cocoa Pebbles? They don't have it. Yeah, they have Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles used to have like that dust chocolate powder on it. Now they're like glazed. Like the little pebbles are glazed. That's the same thing that you have on Count Chocula, and it doesn't taste the same, you know? It almost tastes kind of like flakes, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird, and I don't like it. Captain Crunch. Ooh, bro. Captain Crunch, immediately an S tier. Cornflakes is just no, exactly. Cornflakes and Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are better than Cornflakes, but I wouldn't buy them. Frosted Flakes, I feel like if I had to pick between Cornflakes and Frosted Flakes, I would 100% buy Frosted Flakes, but it's still not great because like 0.2 seconds after pouring milk onto Frosted Flakes, they immediately just turn into fucking cornflakes. They lose all flavor. And then the only part that's sweet is after you eat all of the cornflakes. All of the sugar that's dusted on the Frosted Flakes has made your milk sweet. So now you're just drinking sweetened milk. Rice Chex, again, good for like Muddy Buddies or like some like snack food you can make with them, but not fucking good for a bowl of cereal. It literally is just plain Rice Crisps. Frosted Flakes got red 40 chat. Are you dead? No, you're lying. Alex, you're lying. Wait, no. Certain varieties, like marshmallows or special flavors with the classic plain version may not contain it. Frosted Flakes with marshmallows and chocolate Frosted Flakes. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's crazy though. I thought I was gonna say it was in the normal version. What did I do? Rice checks. Yeah, we have a lot of D rank cereals. Captain Crunch peanut butter. This is another hot take. I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter, if I'm being honest. Kenzie goes crazy for it. There's very few things that I like peanut butter in. We'll be generous and we'll put it in B tier. Because I could see myself buying it if it was the only option for, like, if they didn't have my other favorite cereal. Now my favorite cereal on here, I'm trying to think, might shock some of you. They don't actually have my favorite cereal on here. Yeah, they don't have my favorite cereal on here. They have my favorite junk food cereal, which I'll just go ahead and put in S tier, which is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Best cereal hands down. You can't beat it. You get a flavorful cereal and you also get flavorful milk. You get cinnamon milk. Peanut butter is best flavor. Nah. This is not true. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. What if you like the cereal, you're fucking 80 years old, bro. Fucking 80 years old. Now I will say there is one Honey Bunches of Oats that I do like, but I don't think they make it anymore. It used to be the one with the strawberries. I don't think they make that one anymore. Rice Krispies, again, such a bland fucking cereal, bro. And I know I said I wasn't gonna rate these on like what you can make with Rice Krispies or like any other cereal, but I am gonna put Rice Krispies in C tier because they are so popularly known for Rice Krispie treats. But if we're rating it on just like having it as a bowl of cereal, it would 100% be in D rank. But if you wanted to include the rating for it being in a Rice Krispie like marshmallow bar, it's pretty good. Gotta put sugar on those. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the most beautiful thing I tried when my cousin from the US visited me in Germany. It's so goated, bro. It's like one of the best cereals in my opinion. Now, this is gonna be absolutely fucking crazy because Frosted Mini Wheats is next, okay? And I'm going to rate it poorly, but I need you guys to understand that I'm about to reminisce with you guys, okay? There was a Frosted Mini Wheat cereal that they had while I was a kid. And I don't know what year they stopped making them. But there was a off-spin of Frosted Mini Wheats, which was called Frosted Mini Wheats Little Bites. And they were significantly smaller. They were almost the size of Cinnamon Toast Crunch squares. Normal Mini Wheats are like about this big. They're pretty fucking big. And there was a chocolate flavor. And they stopped making them. And that was dead ass my favorite cereal of all time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that was the best fucking cereal. And they don't make it anymore. Let's see if I can look up a picture of it so you guys. They don't fucking have these anymore. But this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the cereal. This was my favorite cereal of all time. They don't make them anymore. They started releasing a new kind. These ones. They're not the same. They don't have like chocolate chunks in them. They're just like dusted with chocolate, like cocoa powder. And they taste like shit, dude. They taste like shit. They do not taste good. So Mini Wheats, normal Frosted Mini Wheats we'll put in C tier because I would eat them. I wouldn't buy them necessarily, but like if they're at like a hotel or something for cereal, I'll eat them. Honey Nut Cheerios, easily A tier. Easily A tier. Rice Krispie Treat cereal was so good, they discontinued it. Wait, oh, I didn't know they had a cereal version of it. Reese Puffs, S tier, absolutely. I have to be in the mood for it though. Like I said, I'm not the hugest peanut butter fan. Like if I'm in the mood for peanut butter cereal, I'm probably in the mood for something that like requires actual peanut butter, like peanut butter toast, or I don't know, like something crazy like peanut butter pancakes or something. I don't know. Oh, this is what Kenzie was talking about. Rice Krispie Treat cereal. I never had it, so I'm gonna say Kenzie would say it's an A tier. So we'll just put that there. Cheerios, D rank, terrible. Lucky Charms. See, here's a hot take about Lucky Charms is they're only good because of the marshmallows, brother. All right. They're very, very lightly glazed with like sugar on the outside of the actual cereal part of it. And once that wears off, Cheerios take, Maddox, you think raw regular Cheerios is a good bowl of cereal? It has no flavor. It tastes like nothing. These are the shits that you have like little babies eat when they're teething. They taste like air. You're eating milk with air, like crunchy air. That's what you're eating. You can't change my mind. The only way Cheerios is good, like the base brand of Cheerios with no honey on it, no nothing, is if you have to put shit in it. And that makes it an L cereal. If you have to add anything to a cereal to make it good, you're no longer eating a good cereal. You're making it a good cereal. But that would be the same thing as like making Rice Krispie treats with Rice Krispies. Crunchy air, new flavor release. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like literally, it doesn't taste like anything. Cheerios is dog. Cheerios is like what you eat if you're on a trail taking a 7-hour hike, and that's the only thing you brought in your bag. Regular Cheerios is top 2 for me. Bro, that is insane. I respect it though. I respect it. Lucky Charms, putting in a B. I don't know. It was cool when you were a kid, but like when you grow up, you're like, I'm literally just eating fucking marshmallows and like crunchy Cheerios. Cocoa Krispies is a little bit better than normal Rice Krispies because it's got a little bit more flavor, but again, they get soggy so fast. Same thing with Rice Krispies too. I didn't say that. Krispies, anything like Rice Krispies, dude, they get soggy so fast. So you have to eat them like really fast. So we're probably going to put that we'll put it in B rank only so that it's not in the same rank as normal Rice Krispies. Fruit Loops, easily in A rank. One of the most goated cereals of all time for my childhood because they're both good without milk and with milk. Raisin Bran, this is going to be another hot take, probably a little bit. I don't like normal Raisin Bran, so I'm going to put it in B, but it would easily go in A if it was the Raisin Bran Crunch with like the granola crunchy pieces. That is probably like one of my top 3 cereals. Golden Crisp. Okay, wait, I can't remember which one I like more. Golden Crisp and Honey Smacks are basically the same, but different brands. This is by Post, and this is by Kellogg's. I'm pretty sure I like Honey Smacks more. One of them is significantly sweeter, and I don't like the sweeter one. I'm pretty sure it's Golden Crisp. Golden Crisp is D, because it's too fucking sweet. Honey Smacks is A. I hope I got that right. One of them is diabolically sweet. Whatever one is less sweet, I like. Fruity Pebbles. I might get some hate for this. B rank. It's B. Cocoa Pebbles is just better, which we're just going to immediately move to S rank. Cocoa Pebbles is fire. Cocoa Puffs. Again, they used to be good 10 years ago, but they like changed the recipe and it tastes different now. Like, you can call me crazy, but they taste different. I'll put it in A right now because I wouldn't get it. Most of these cereals too, which is funny, is like most of these cereals I wouldn't eat unless it was like the only option, like in an aspect of like if I'm at a hotel. Frosted Flakes, we're gonna put, again, it's like a hotel food. Like I don't really think I wouldn't buy Frosted Flakes to buy it. Captain Crunch Berries is A because I don't think it's better than Captain Crunch, just the normal Captain Crunch. But it is all right. What is this? Raisin Bran 2 scoops? Is it 2 scoops of raisins? I think that's doing too much. All right, we got 3 cereals left. Honeycomb, never understood the hype for it. Honeycomb is like a B. Again, not buying it. Trix is crazy because I used to eat the shit out of it, but then, like I said, I don't know if it was just my taste buds evolving as I grew up. I used to love it when I was a kid. I would easily, if you asked me this question, if Trix was a goated cereal like 10, 15 years ago, I would have easily put it in A or S. However, they've changed the recipe like many cereal brands. And the last time I tried it, it was kind of butt. It didn't have much flavor, so we're going to put it in C tier. And then that leaves us with Kellogg's Pops, which I am going to probably get immediate hate for, but I don't care. I used to literally eat boxes of this, which is probably really unhealthy. Box of this on the daily when I was like 15, 16. So it's going A tier. That is my tier list for best cereal. Best cereal right here. Best cereal. Zoom in. Get your pictures. That's it, brother. Best cereals. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch needs to go first. Then it goes Cocoa Pebbles. Then it says Captain Crunch, then Reese Puffs. The only reason Captain Crunch doesn't beat Cocoa Pebbles is because if you eat too much of Captain Crunch, it like cuts the top of your mouth. And for cereal enjoyers, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It like starts to hurt your mouth. All right, sweet. Cereal list done.